I had an idea for like little the little cold open thing for this week's
Yeah.
episode, where we just redo the same conversation that we had at the beginning of the first episode of the podcast. But then like you know, I didn't pull it back up. I have no idea.
I got
So
nothing.
yeah, so I mean we could pretend that that's what we did. Welcome back to the Storymoders podcast. My name is Robert. His name is Mike. He's back. I'm not just alone this time. Hi, Mike. I missed you. I missed you
I
so much. I missed you
Aw.
so much, Mikey.
I
Last
missed you
week
too,
was so.
buddy.
I'm still talking. Last week was so lonely. It was just me looking into a camera. I was live on stream, and I was alone. And I missed you so much. I
Yeah.
missed you.
Oh,
Welcome back. I love you.
hi. I love you too, buddy. Hi.
Also
I'm
saw you
back.
2 days ago in real life, so it's like,
That was
that was
you
nice.
saw me in the cowboy hat.
yep, you saw me in the
Which
cowboy
was
hat.
yeah, goddamn. The cowboy hats might need to make an appearance at Extra Life this year.
Oh, they will. They
Oh
will.
hell yeah. Yes. Go.
Man, how was your week last week? You were at a concert.
Yes, we went and saw the French band Air. That was awesome. Would have been nice if it was a little warmer, but hey, it was pretty sweet. So
Where was it at?
it was at the Sandy Amphitheater.
Oh, okay. So it was
Yeah,
like outdoors.
yeah, it was outdoors. Oh, I can't do it one-handed. Wash my hands too many times. It's too soft. Ain't no grip.
Gotta get that grip back, boy.
My fucking so that's another. So went and saw Air. Air's awesome. Highly encourage you to check it out.
French band
I
Air.
think
You'll know that
yes,
they're the French
band.
band Air if you look at their logo and it says Air French band.
Yes, it's a hilarious logo.
Yep.
If you do get a chance to go see them, do it. Their stage show is pretty fucking rad. They're set up in this like LED box. So like all of the lighting cues and everything, and they're super fine LEDs. So they have like random like space adventures going on in the background. It's
Okay. Okay. Okay.
it's very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. So
Fair enough.
yeah. But the other thing that got me is you said work on your grip. So in an attempt to, strengthen myself for the upcoming fights against all the awful people you've ever known, I have been working out harder at home and to increase my grip strength because, you might need to lift somebody up or, watch the air, just squeeze the last bit of air out of their lungs, watch the life leave from their eyes as you lock in.
Good. You gotta stop playing Pikmin.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's warping your worldview. But
It really.
yeah.
You're not the only one to say that. Therapist says that too, but different conversation, different day. No, I got these thing called fat grips. So they take my little dumbbells, you slide them over where you grip.
Mhm.
So these things, they're like the size of a fucking beer can. So now when I'm like lifting weights, I have to actually grip basically a beer can and also do whatever movement I'm trying to do with a weight in my hand. So, upping the grip strength, making the training a little bit harder, therefore a little bit better. Yeah.
Okay.
And
I was gonna ask why, but you answered, so makes sense.
yep. Thank you. I have my moments, and yeah, I've been playing Cyberpunk. That's been fucking awesome. And I
Cyberpunk's
realized
a great game.
it really is. So, and I learned something. In the main game, I am at the point where if I start the next mission, begin locking myself out of side missions and other shit. So
Oh, okay.
we're not doing. Yeah, we're not wrapping that one
Yeah.
up yet.
Is that
So
Nocturne or something?
something like that, yeah. But yeah. So there's a lot more. Gonna be a lot of side questing, a lot of maybe finishing up Phantom Liberty.
Are you supposed to go meet the Arasaka daughter?
Already met her. This is, I think. Oh, we kidnapped her, and then
Yeah.
she sent the doll in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm
Nocturne 551. Is that what it's called?
It's something like that. Yeah, like
Yeah,
MO
yeah.
five
Where
five
you
one.
well,
Yeah.
you have to go like you're going to meet her at the bar,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
then it
Exactly.
pops up and it
Yeah.
says, "Hey, make sure you do everything." Yeah, I have.
Yep.
I think on on Xbox and PlayStation, I have a save file
Yeah.
like right outside the doors of that,
Ooh, I think that's
just
a
in case
good
I
call.
wanted to. Yeah, because I did that, and then I think I just went and like finished the
Hmm.
game to do it, and then just loaded it back up, and I was like, okay, now I've
Hmm.
got like now I'm like at the end, and I can do, uh, I've got everything kind of unlocked. I just have the full Night City to kind of just play around in. So let's go take a look.
Oh,
Yeah, so
nice.
that's what I did.
Oh yeah.
Still, amazing game. One of the best games in
Yes.
my mind.
Yes. One of the greatest games. Even though if you watch the stream, you saw me just run through hills,
Yeah,
not like through the hills. Like no, through like mounds of garbage.
yeah, yeah.
Literally just straight through. It's one of those
Oh.
things I said. I'm like, God damn it, never change. I love this shit.
Speaking of streams, I don't know if
Yes.
you, I don't know if you noticed this, or if
Mm.
anybody who's watching this noticed this, but I have gone live on our YouTube page, the Storymoders YouTube page, a couple times now. Last week for
Oh.
this episode, last week that I did solo, more of like
Mhm.
a. I was like, you know what? It's just going to be me talking about Fallout 76. Let me go ahead and see if we can get this live stream thing working. So I did a live stream, multi-stream on YouTube and my Twitch, and then just the other night, yesterday, I think it was last night or something. Because I think last night I was just
Something like that,
testing
yeah.
it out from my other streaming
Yeah.
PC. And yeah, that worked just fine. Same thing, just multi-stream to Twitch and to our YouTube. So we are going to be. I need to figure out how to get it set up for you
Okay.
because like I have to log in to the account. Obviously, for the Stream Elements multi-streaming thing to work. There's not an option to
Yeah.
just put in the stream key. Um,
Uh-uh.
so we might need to. We'll have to just do something where like I don't know, I remote into your computer or something if you want to do
Or
that.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was weird because I logged in on my
Mhm.
other computer that I used when I'm streaming, out in my living room, as
Yeah.
opposed to right here. And I installed the Stream Elements thing on there, opened up Stream Elements OBS, logged in with my Twitch account, and it pulled
Mhm.
up all of these settings that I had already set up on this computer for the multi-streaming.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So like it had my
Brad.
Twitch there, it had the YouTube already connected and everything, it had that stuff set up. It was still my same like scenes and everything in OBS, all that stuff didn't change, but just the
Yeah.
multi-streaming stuff. It's like I logged into one and it kind of pulled up everything. So
Hell
it
yeah.
might make it a little easier. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna be whenever I stream. Definitely whenever I stream, I'm gonna be doing the multi-stream over
Mhm.
on the YouTube. I know I don't stream too much. I might actually stream some more 76 this week if I get to level 50. Because right now I'm working on my PC character, so through Steam.
Yep.
Because Steam has the PTS, the public test server, which right now has the Burning Springs big expansion with the ghoul, the one that I talked about last week on the episode.
Yeah.
That is
Hell
in
yeah.
the PTS right now.
Cool.
But the way the PTS works is that it just pulls whatever character you have from your actual Fallout 76 character, from the
Mhm.
non-PTS build. So what I initially did is I went to the PTS and I was like, oh, I'm level 20. Let me get up to like level 50 before I even jump into the new stuff. I just want to make sure that I've got everything that I need unlocked and everything. And then it hit
Yeah.
me about 6 hours in that if I hit level 50 on this character and then they turn the PTS off, which they do, and then it comes back, my character's still going to be level 20 in the main game. In the next PTS, I want to have to do this again.
Hmm.
So I
Yeah.
just installed the regular Fallout 76 and am now on my path to level 50. And then once I'm level 50 and I have my build the way that I want it, all that fun stuff, and I've got power armor, that's my big thing. I need some power armor. I'm going to stream the Burning Springs DLC
Hell yeah.
from the PTS. I think I'm allowed to. I don't think it's like, because it's a public test server, so I think you're allowed to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, might play. Well, hopefully I'll be playing with Flame Fox. She's from our good friend Neo Ayoshi's community. She's a massive.
Hell yeah.
She's a Fallout fan, but she's a massive Walton Goggins simp.
All right.
Unabashedly, and
Love
it's
it.
great. So she's
Hell yeah.
fucking stoked for the ghoul in the game,
Oh yeah.
as you can imagine. Just texting my spouse that the food has been dropped off. The
Nice.
DoorDash.
The DoorDash?
The DoorDash.
Love the DoorDash.
And now, a brand new segment. Checking in with Snowbike Mike. He's reading it.
Oh shit, Mr. Hawks, dude. Mr. Hawks, is it like that, bro? No, we can't do 2 weeks from now, Mr. Hawks. I won't be in town. Fuck. You had me excited there for a minute.
That was Checking in with Snowbike Mike. Okay. So, I don't know what the fuck you just saw here. If there was just a cut. If it was just...
Yeah.
Welcome back to Storymoders.
Whatever the fuck we got going on at this point.
I'm so tired. I don't know why. But, you know what, Mikey? We've done enough, I think, before we've done enough preamble.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll get streams working for you and all that fun
we'll
stuff.
figure it out.
Let's roll a quick video here from this is from our good friend French Tip Design, Cameron French, is the I think the art director, I want to say that's his title, on an upcoming short film called Pancake Skank that is currently on I forget the site because it's like a fundraising site that's not Kickstarter. That I cannot remember the name of, but he recorded a little kind of how to make an account on the site and how to kind of find the Pancake Skank fundraiser and donate and everything, and going over some of the things. So I took it, and sorry, Cameron, I love you. The one that he posted was like 4.5 minutes. I cut out about 2 minutes of it. That was just kind of filler and just made it a little bit quicker. And we're going to run that kind of little ad right here. So go check out Pancake Skank on the site that he is going to mention here momentarily. And yeah, help get this thing funded. But watch this. Go watch this.
Hey friends, Cameron French here, also known as the French Tip Design, and I'm the art director behind the new and upcoming short film Pancake Skank, which is currently being crowdfunded on Seed and Spark. Today I'm going to walk you through how to create an account on the Seed and Spark platform, how to look up film information, and how to pledge your support to make that film a reality. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to seedandspark.com. On this homepage, you can see tons of films that are currently being crowdfunded. One of them happens to be Pancake Skank, which we're super hyped about. To create an account, over on the right-hand corner, click that sign up button. You can either use an existing Google account or enter in some basic information, name, email address, password, and the city that you currently reside in. And then you click that blue create account button. And just like that, you are now in the Seed and Spark platform. And use that search button. We'll search for Pancake Skank, since this is the film that I'm currently working on. Myself and the entire team behind Pancake Skank have put so much work into making not only a really cool pitch video, which you should definitely check out, but also tons of information about the story behind the film, what's our mission statement, what's the genre and tone, the team behind the film, so you can see every member of the cast and crew. But then over here on the right hand side is something that I'm really excited about. These are tons of incentives that we put together, so that way no matter what monetary value you are able to support us with, you're going to get something in return. You can see there's tons of different options. $10, our lowest level, is a social media shout out on the official Pancake Skank Instagram account. One of the most popular ones is for $100, you'll be immortalized with the rest of the cast and crew on the final credits of the short film. Once you find an incentive level that you want to support us with, click that level. It'll give you some more information about what incentive level you are purchasing. Click the proceed to payment button, and this is where you can either choose to be public with your information and your pledge, or anonymous. You can enter in your credit card information, click the blue complete order button, and then you'll receive an email from Seed and Spark confirming exactly the incentive level that you've chosen and the amount of money that you've helped pledge to support independent artists. And that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to message us at the Pancake Skank Instagram account, anywhere on social media. We're very happy to help you and walk you through the process. But yeah, that's how you support artists in a real direct way on the Seed and Spark platform. 100% of the money that you donate will go directly to the filmmakers, crew, to make that film a reality. Thank you so much, y'all. I hope you choose to support support Pancake Skank while we are doing our crowdfunding campaign. Have a great rest of your day.
And we're back. Mikey, what's our topic tonight?
We are, hold on, I gotta look this up. Man, I barely remember it.
Ask you every week, and every week you're like, I gotta look it up.
Yeah, because I've suffered a lot of blows to the head, and it has affected my memory.
Look, I'm just saying, maybe at some point you just, have it just ready. And you're like, I know that he's going to ask this. I know it's going to happen. Maybe I'm just ready. I'm not mad. Not mad. Don't say that
No?
I'm mad, because I'm not mad. Don't print that I'm mad about this, because I'm not mad.
You're not? You're not?
Not mad.
Because you sound mad. You sound like
You're
mad.
No, I'm not mad.
Sound like you're getting mad.
No, not mad.
Anyway, we are not going to continue on our riff of German national football team managers that we went on today. No, we are talking about the best/worst changes in remakes.
Yes. So, as all of us gamers know, every fucking game is getting a remake at this point, whether they were worthy of a remake or not. Hi, Lollipop Chainsaw. But a lot of times with these remakes, they update things, or they change things, they remove or add things. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. And we today are talking about kind of both. It's not just the bad things, it's some of the good things as well. And we kind of reached out to y'all, anybody out there, posted on our Blue Sky, on our BS, that's Blue Sky Tim, and asked. Went into our Discord, got a couple things there, went into a couple other Discords, got some feedback there, and then I've got kind of a list of my own for a couple things, and I think Mike has one or two, maybe.
I got a couple. I got
a couple.
Yeah. I got a couple, and I've got a reason why I have a couple.
Yeah, and then maybe we'll talk about just kind of ideas that we potentially have for other remakes, whether or not they come down the line, what we'd like to see. I think, Mike, you said something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, well, first and foremost, what I want to say, or what I want to mention. Oh, hold on, I got to pull up my notes here again because I had them. So what I did is I went into our Discord, and I think it was like Dex's Discord or Jenny's Discord, Neon Pocket Dimensions, and the Kind of Funny, the actual like Kind of Funny community Discord, and I wrote this verbatim. What are some of the best and or worst changes made by developers when remaking a classic game? Quality of life stuff, changing a character's look, changing the camera angles whenever Miranda is on screen in Mass Effect 2, anything. Okay? And immediately, on two different Discord servers of people who don't know each other, the Swift Sale and Wind Waker HD, which I don't know what that is. It's a Zelda thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you think I would like it. But apparently it's a good thing.
Had to get that clarification.
I did. I had to ask because let's see here. Here's an IGN video. I'm gonna turn the sound off. Okay, that's just a lot of people fucking talking.
Yep.
Okay.
You change direction, it's not changing direction, right?
So I asked, hey, is that good or is it bad? And they said it's a good change. And then one of the people who answered is a friend that I know in IRL, if you know, it's in real life. And I asked him, and I was like, is that good, the Swift Sale? Is it bad? And he said, no, it's a good thing. It like doubles your sale speed, and it makes the game so much easier to maneuver and to actually play, and much more fun because you're not going super slow. So this is the example of a good change. The Swift Sale in Wind Waker HD. This game looks like a cartoon.
I like it. I like the way it looks.
Also, you can't just jump boats like that.
Not with that attitude.
Fucking hate Zelda. Look at this. Look at this shit. Just sailing like an asshole. If I want to sail, I'm going to play Skull and Bones like an adult. Mike.
Or... Sure.
That's what we're playing for our Extra Life stream. The entire time is just Skull and Bones.
I'm going to be drinking rum the whole time.
Yes. Another
And-
person here, an extra Jordinary, this is in the kind of funny one, said Demon Souls for being so damn pretty at launch for PS5. So I think the update there was just the graphics looking incredible, because Demon Souls
The graphical.
PS5 remake is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Also, Final Fantasy VII Remake for practically everything. 'Cause
Yeah.
that is the weirdest.
That is such a turn
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
the original game.
At what point is that just a brand new game?
Yeah, like at what point is it just like referencing Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah. Like, you have the characters,
You know?
obviously.
Yeah.
You have part of the basic storyline, but then it just fucking veers off.
Mm-hmm.
At what point is Final Fantasy VII Remake not even a remake of Final Fantasy VII? Did they hit that point? I haven't played the original or the remake. I really don't have too much interest in it, to be completely honest with you.
It feels like there were drafts that were shelved because it's like there's no way we can, like, we're already putting this on 3 discs.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way we can put all of this in there without sending out like a fucking CD wallet for our game.
Yeah.
And it feels like the remake is them grabbing some of those drafts and being like, hey, that's cool. Hey, we could do that
Couldn't
now.
do this 20 years ago. Let's do it now.
Nope. Yeah. Couldn't do this in the 90s. You know,
Power of the PlayStation, not good enough.
How dare they besmirch the PlayStation 1?
So,
go
ahead.
Remember how I was threatening to get my PlayStation 2 and copy of Kingdom Hearts out of storage and playing that? Well, half of that setup is here. I got the tote with all of my old consoles in it. It is sitting here.
Okay.
It is going to live. Yeah,
Okay.
it's going to live in the garage, but just
It's fine. Yeah.
just wanted to throw that out there.
Let's get you one of those. We need to get you one of those adapters or whatever, converters, so you can just plug it directly into your stream setup, like with HDMI or something.
Nice.
Or, I mean, if you're feeling lucky, buy one of those things where you can actually open it up and put in an HDMI port or something.
Yeah, solder in an HDMI port.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
that's-
or just either one. Either one.
Yeah.
Should we get you playing Kingdom Hearts on your stream after Cyberpunk? Is that what we're gonna do?
We might. You know.
Okay.
Oh.
And,
So-
or maybe we'll do something for our Extra Life stream, which is coming up in November. I don't have the exact dates.
Yep.
Do you?
It is the 8th and 9th.
8th and 9th? Okay. So
I believe, yeah.
essentially the first
Yeah, the first weekend.
of yeah.
Yeah.
And we will be kind of solidifying our plans over the next month. You'll see some info from us coming out. I'm reaching out to the homies that we gamed with last year to see if they are down again. So hopefully we'll have some people on our team. If you are watching and you are a streamer, or you're listening and you're a streamer and you would like to join the Storymoders team for Extra Life, you don't have to do anything other than throw the donation link in kind of your stream. We are going to be doing the big 24-hour stream, probably 212s.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing 212s.
Yeah, and doing that whole thing with, like, we'll have sub goal, or not sub goals. We'll have like kind of donation goals and all that fun stuff. But if you want to just help us out and join our team and help just raise money for the kids, let us know. We're getting that all sorted, and then we can get you like an invite, and we can have just a bunch of people on the team, and hopefully get the Storymoders team.
Get it going
up in the ranks. Hopefully you can get us another one of these.
Yeah, another medal. Got
So-
mine hanging up on a lamp over here. Also, grab it down.
That's going to be our Extra Life stuff next month. Oh God, it is next month. Jesus Christ.
It's like we really need to.
Yeah, we'll after this we can chat for a bit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth are
just
they're
they
just new
are.
games. Maybe I'm wrong.
Effective.
Once again, haven't played them. So.
They're a lot, man. I mean, they're hitting all of the story beats of the original. It's just like, but there's also more. Like more, like they're expanding on stuff, which is nice, which is always cool, I think. You know, I mean, Jesus, you're talking to a guy who just willingly sat down and watched the extended versions of the Lord of the Rings films. Each of those are like 4.5 hours long.
Yeah.
So, you know, I am always a fan of, if there's more story to tell, just go ahead and, like, if you can do it well, do it. And I will say, Remake and Rebirth do it well. So
you said dude.
Oh man. But yeah, no, I think like it was I love Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and 9, all the PlayStation 1 ones.
Mm-hmm.
And like they were great, they were cool. I love how much you got out of them, you know, like considering the hardware. But man, having like a dynamic camera, not having to wonder if that's a passage you can go through or if it's just like background painting. Like, it is so nice to have that. Because man, I will go back and play through Final Fantasy VII every couple of years. But after playing so many modern games, it's like, oh, right. Man, this is going to be quaint for a couple of hours, and then it's going to get real fucking frustrating, and I'm going to throw the Switch Lite across the room. Beautiful. I love it.
Beer fridge. In the podcast room.
Love it.
I'm growing my hair out. You know? I'm growing out my hair. Because who gives a shit?
Gives a shit.
But it's in that, like, the top is long, but then the sides are just kind of on that, like, shitty...
they're, like, along for the ride, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, so I'm in that very shitty time right now where everything is kind of off.
Yeah.
But once it's all the way grown out, man...
Ooh, yeah.
Watch out, because I'm going to cut it immediately.
Man, those couple of days when it's at its maximum length, it's gonna be sweet.
It's gonna be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, what I was gonna say about I can minimize it. When I minimize it, it's when it goes all blurry.
Yeah, that sucks.
But right now,
we'll figure something out.
Boom. Okay, cool. I like this. I like that much better because I want to use my hands a lot.
Yeah.
In the shot. And the whole it getting darker and everything like that and changing, not a fan of that, but this seems like it's working. Seems like it's working.
Oh yeah.
One more thing about this fucking Snowbike Mike character.
This son of a bitch.
Janet Garcia from MinMax. She's on Remap Radio. She's Pendapixels. Janet Garcia is a fucking legend in this space. Janet Garcia started and finished Persona 5 Royal on stream, playing once a week for a few hours in the time that we have been trying to get Mike on this podcast.
Jesus Christ.
Her final time for her save file was 198 hours. Yeah.
Jesus.
And from... I don't think it was from when Mike... Actually, it may have very well been back when I made that video for Snowbike Mike.
Yeah.
And she started playing the game after that. And she just finished today. So, I'm just saying, everybody, play Persona 5 Royal. It's great. That's
fantastic.
So Persona 5 Royal is not a remake, obviously, which we're already kind of a little bit breaking my rule here. But we're
in the weeds.
Yeah, it is not even a remaster. It's just kind of a re-release that has
Yeah.
a ton of
It's
extra content. First off,
yeah. It's almost like kind of like a Game of the Year edition, like where you would get all
yes.
the DLC and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it did something. It does like quite a few things that I absolutely loved, and most of the things that it did were quality of life features that were really just.
Yeah.
For me, like a quality of life feature is just as good as making the graphics look but slightly better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like in Persona 5, when you go into a palace, you have guns, but when you go into a palace, you have limited ammo. Like anytime that you go into the palace the first time, you have 8 bullets. That's all you have in the palace. But
Yep.
in Royal, you get 8 bullets at the start of every fight. Which makes more sense storyline because the guns aren't real. They're all, just like manifestations essentially of, hey, if the enemy thinks the gun is real, so the gun is real, and I think in this world the gun is real, so I can use it to inflict damage.
It's like in a Warhammer 40K, the orcs. Their entire thing is just like, if I believe it, it's fucking real.
Pretty much.
So like,
pretty much.
There are stories of orcs just floating around in space because they believe they can breathe in space.
Orcs.
They actually can't. But yeah. But yeah, just, Imperial battle cruiser will be going through and then just in the background somewhere you'll just hear
but yeah, no, those quality of life features are a godsend for a lot of games.
Oh, man. As someone who played the original Resident Evils with the fucking tank controls, oh my god. Not having to, like, stop and think right before you're, like, overrun by zombies.
Yeah.
Like, wait.
Yeah.
If I press right, is he going to turn right or is he going to go in the direction that he's already facing?
And I mean, it's I'm glad that you bring that up. Nemesis, because that's one that I reached out to our good friend Nick, Nick from the band Slow Burn, SLWBRN, an incredible local band here in Utah. Go listen to them. They just put out a single, the name of which escapes me until I pull this up on my phone. The Cost is what it's called, by
Albert.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah,
by Slowburn. Yes. But Nick is a massive Resident Evil fan, so I texted him earlier because I know that there was a big hubbub, if you will, over a clock tower area in Resident Evil 3 Nemesis for the PS1. And during the remake, when they did the remake a couple years ago, the Resident Evil 3 remake right after the Resident Evil 2 remake, they just completely removed this section from the game. So this is just a video from Eagle. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Over on YouTube. It's from 7 years ago. Of the Nemesis walkthrough at the clock tower. So this is just what the original was like. But when I asked Nick, said, hey, what was it that they removed from Resident Evil 3 in the remake? And he said, removed a few different locations, but mostly the clock tower, which is a good and also beloved chunk of the original. So I think that's kind of what we would refer to as a bad change. Just straight up removing a section of the game, which was very odd to me when I heard that. Like,
yeah, that's...
Because, like, unless they're like, oh, we're removing it because it is problematic or it didn't add anything to the story, but from all of the people that are talking about it, or that were talking about it back when the remake came out a couple years ago at this point, they're like, no, there was nothing wrong with the clock tower. It's part of the story. There's like a boss fight and everything there. There's stuff to do there. There's really no reason to have removed it other than potentially the fact that you already had a lot of the Raccoon City stuff what is it like area and everything and like setting made for the Resident Evil 2 remake, and the clock tower is just completely separate. So that would have been a whole new thing of making this in internal area.
Yeah.
Internal. Inside.
Interior.
Place.
Yeah.
Interior. Thank you. God, that's the word.
You're welcome.
But I don't know. Yeah, like I said, that is definitely the definition of a bad change.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have any other bad changes in your mind, or maybe in your list?
So, I was trying to go with stuff that I had like firsthand experience with.
Yeah.
Because I don't really just want to be like reading like, oh well, people said this was bad, but I have no idea.
Oh, like
if
what
it
I
actually
just did.
was or
Thanks.
not.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got that from a friend that we trust. Just some random listicle is not. I'm trying to not do that. So yeah, I haven't played too many. I think the next closest thing would be like the Rare Replay collection, which a bunch of classic Rare games. But just because of the fact that some of these games came out on the N64 and we're not using the weird like tri-banana controller, they had to like adjust some things. So now like twin stick controls are there in like the Conquer games, which threw my ex-girlfriend through for a loop. She refused to play them. So that was funny. But yeah, but I felt like that was because that was how I had been playing games in the intervening 20 years.
Yep.
With twin stick controls. So it made a lot of sense. So I felt like a lot of the stuff just like they modernized a lot of the games, just to make it work with the current hardware and input devices, but it didn't take away from the games, I felt.
Yeah.
So I felt that what Rare did was
I think the Rare Replay collection was very well done.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a high watermark.
I didn't play every single game in there, but I played quite a few because, childhood stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh, fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I will say, so this isn't necessarily like a proper remake or anything, but I have a PlayStation Classic. I hacked it.
By hack it, do you mean you plugged in a USB that was just like, here's other things, because it's just not fucking locked down at all?
Yeah, no, not at all. Just like, I got into the menu, like, second day I had it, I got into the menu, and it's just like, oh. But I did play around with just how it was, bone stock, out of the box, and playing a lot of the PAL versions, the European versions of these games that I remember vividly playing as a child, and oh boy. That was some rough stuff. That was an example of a bad remake, bad reissue.
Well, so and did the PlayStation Classic come with the PAL and the NTSC versions?
So you had to go into, so it did have the NTSC versions, but if you didn't go into some like secret menu, like if you didn't go into, because it's basically running PSX Rearmed, which is a popular PlayStation emulator.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's literally just like an off the shelf. Somebody else, did this. They just licensed it. So if you go in there, you can actually change it from the PAL to the NTSC versions.
Okay.
So that was one of the first things I did, and then I played them, and I'm like, this feels much better.
Yeah.
But man, just having that.
I mean, the PAL version and the NTSC version, they're for those who don't know. I don't know the 100% specifics on it, but essentially the reason that they're different is they play at different, almost like different speeds and different
frame rates.
Yes, which is a big thing, just because of the hardware in Europe compared to the hardware in North America at the time. So they do. Yeah. They're the same game, but they can play.
Exactly. It's like it's like it's like a Coke here and a Coke in England. It's Coca-Cola. It's the one in the red can, but they're gonna taste different.
Oh, motherfucker! Coca-Cola in Germany is the greatest drink. German Coke.
Dog, if they put
and German Fanta, holy fuck! Oh my god.
God, man, if they put the Mexican Coke in plastic bottles, oh boy, it would be bad news for your boy. Bad digit removing bad news. Those of you who don't get that joke, that's a diabetes joke.
Diabetes.
Cut off my toes.
I don't even know if I can find a video on this one, but probably not.
Yeah.
So whatever. This is not on screen right now.
It was what Neo said.
Yeah. Well, no. So Neo. Really quick. The Swift sale was Cracked Kato over on Twitch. Go ahead and follow him. That's my friend IRL. He's a great dude. Love him. And Missing Link 000 from the Discord. Like I said, Extraordinary was the Demon Souls Final Fantasy VII remake. And let's see here. AKA Bob. Also with the Wind Waker thing. Removing the Tingle map grind from Wind Waker is mine. So another Wind Waker HD. I'm assuming that's a good thing, because I'm assuming if you're removing grinding, that's probably good. Missing Link said that too. And then the Spoopy Ethan, which I think this is going to be a bad change. Okay. Said, the doors in Halo Anniversary, they ruined all the Forerunner architecture, really, but especially the doors. So that sounds to me like that was a bad change.
Yeah. Huh.
And I'll take their word for it. The Spoopy Ethan.
Spoopy Ethan. I'm gonna have to fire up. The Master Chief Collection, because I know the Anniversary Edition's in there.
Yeah.
I think CE and the Anniversary Edition are in there, so I can.
The Anniversary Edition, you can like press a button to go from one graphic setting to the other, which is, God, I know it's not feasible for a lot of these because they're fully remade from the ground up, but oh my God, I would love that. If I could just playing a remake of playing the upcoming Persona 4 remake and then just like hit a button and I'm back in the PS2.
Dude, they have that for Diablo 2 Resurrected. The remake of Diablo 2. Yeah, you can go from like modern graphics and everything. You hit a button, 4x3, like 480 by whatever. Like, it's so much fun, like jumping back and forth.
I think you can kind of do that, and I could be completely wrong here, but I think you can do something like that in the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake that just came out, Delta.
Ooh.
But I am not positive. I was trying to see if our friend Neo Aoshi was online, because I would ask him and he would know. Or our friend Rose Waltz. She would probably know as well, but neither of them are online streaming.
Well, God damn it.
Wow. But still, go follow Neo Aoshi and Rose Waltz on Twitch. They're incredible.
Yes.
Incredible people, incredible streamers. They're fucking awesome.
Yes, they are.
But the reason that Metal Gear Solid Delta is on the brain is Neo Aoshi did bring one in, and he said bullet drop for the trank gun in Snake Eater Delta, which I don't know if that's I'm assuming that's a bad thing. Because I'd imagine like the bullet drop is bad because you're used to, hey, I look here, I hit the thing, boom, I hit it. But with the bullet drop, so I assume that's a bad thing. But the other thing that Delta did that I absolutely loved, and I'm not sure if you're aware of this, and I'd pull it up. There's not really like a good video explainer on it.
Yeah.
But in Metal Gear Solid 3, and if you're down in the comments, if you correct me if I get any of this wrong, and I do apologize, because I asked Neo. I didn't ask Neo, but he didn't answer me when I didn't ask him, so fuck him.
Son of a bitch.
But like in certain areas, there are posters of bikini-clad women, beautiful women. It's they're in a lot of games. And for the remake, instead of just taking those pictures and like up-resing them, they reached out to all of the models and said, "Hey, we're doing this."
They redid the photos.
Well, that's the thing is they're like, "Hey, we're doing this remake. We'd like to get a current photo of you,
Yeah.
whether it's you're recreating it or what. And some of them I think did recreate the poses. Some of them were just hey,
Just
a headshot.
wrote-
There was one of one of the women in there who is now a mother, and it's a photo of her like with her child.
Aw.
And they're just like it's hey, they're the same models, but now these are like updated pictures, and I absolutely love that. I think that is fucking great because you
that's
have,
so
you have
great.
pictures of real people in there. You know what I mean? It's not just hey, these are cartoon characters and we're making them look more modern. No. You had pictures of real models. You reached out to them. You said, hey, we're remaking this game. We're completely remaking it from the ground up. We would like to include an updated picture of all of these models that we had, if you're down for it.
Yeah, no, that was fucking. Man, I love that.
Yeah,
I
to
love
me, I think
that's
that's
what they did.
just a great. That's a great change. That's a good one. There's probably some fucking chuds online who are like, yeah, they're
Alright.
not hot anymore because they got a kid. You know, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, exactly. It's like kiss my ass.
Yeah. That's why I put the thing in there about in the post about changing the camera angles for Miranda in Mass Effect 2, because there were people online that were pissed off that they changed these camera angles. Because in the original Mass Effect 2, there were quite a few scenes with Miranda's character where the camera was just low, so it was literally just like watching her ass the entire time while you're talking to her. And they changed that to where now, they kind of just treat her as a person. Shocker. Instead of just staring at her ass. And some people, I'm not going to say a lot, there were a few people that were pissed. And like, oh my god, that's censorship. Fucking, go fuck yourself, dude.
Alright, yeah, sure, man.
Go play the original. The original's still fucking there. They didn't remove it like they
go
did with
get 'em,
Overwatch
Tiger.
1 or, Warcraft 3, I think.
Yeah.
But the quality of life updates in Mass Effect 1 specifically, in the Legendary Edition, awesome. Love them. Mike, do you have any more on your list? Because I have a few more here, but
Yeah, not really. I mean, again, I only have the two games that I've really,
the stuff that you actually
Diablo.
have.
Yeah, Diablo 2 Resurrected, which I fired up just because I'm like, man, I do kind of want to like just dick around with just hitting G in game and going from this beautiful, 16:9 high def, whatever, to 800x600 4x3. What's up? It's so fucking hilarious, man. But yeah, like little nods to nostalgia like that. I am a big fan of that.
Yeah.
Like when Diablo 3 they had it was God, I think it was like a Halloween-ish event, or it was around like the anniversary of the release of the original Diablo. They had a secret level that was just like basically the dungeon from the first Diablo, and you just got to crawl through that.
Yeah.
And like that was like the season. Like yeah, I like yeah. It was a fun nod to nostalgia.
There's what is it? And actually this wasn't even a remake. It was just a nod to nostalgia. It was like a Ratchet and Clank game. One of the not the most recent one, but maybe the PS4 one.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I wish that one of our regular viewers was Kebabs from the Kind of Funny chat, because she is a fucking savant when it comes to Ratchet and Clank and would be able to answer this. But I believe it's a Ratchet and Clank game, or maybe it's fucking Jack and Daxter, that there was a secret area that was just a fucking essentially a museum for the developer and all of the games that they made like up until that point.
Huh.
I think it was one of the Ratchet and Clank games, but I'm probably mistaken because I'm dumb. But Kebabs, if you are for some reason watching and or listening, hit me up, let me know, because I think I'm correct here.
Yeah, somebody just let us know.
Yeah.
Kebabs
is fucking awesome in the Kind of Funny chats. Any Kind of Funny best friend who watches especially Games Daily will know the name Kebabs. She does your wrongs every single day, and sometimes just gets called out on it by mostly Blessing Adeoye
No.
Jr., former guest of the podcast. Go watch that episode.
Yeah.
But it's always from a good place. And she also does guides, like collectible guides and shit for IGN for games,
Cool.
which seems like so much fucking work.
Oh God, yeah.
Like
Like that's so much.
like for collectibles, you know, it's you're poring over every single spot on the map to be like, is there anything right here? Is there anything right here? Nope. A foot over here? Nope. Foot over here? Nope. Foot over here? Oh, there it is. You know.
Yeah.
But she does great work. So there's a really good chance if you've looked up an IGN guide for collectibles in the past, I think like few years, Kebabs has been working on it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I know that she was recently doing Ghost of Yotei. Yeah. So, Kebabs, you're fucking awesome. Last one that we had written in here was from our friend Cozy Bear. And, hey,
buddy.
guess who's joining us next week? Cozy Bear. We're not doing a game. Okay. Cozy reached out and was like, hey, just a heads up. If you guys were going to do like an episode or anything on Metroid Prime 4 and just kind of the Prime series in general, I have some thoughts. And I was like, fuck yeah, let's do it. 2 weeks. Let's do because
Let's make it happen.
We had to find like the right date to make it work. But next week is Cozy Bear will be joining us, all about Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, I think.
Hell
I
yeah.
think it's Beyond.
Yeah, I think
and just the
something.
Metroid Prime. Yeah, Metroid Prime talk. So
It's gonna be a good one.
but Cozy Bear said, so not a change exactly, which I disagree with. Once I read this, you'll understand why. But I was disappointed that Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which are the remakes of Ruby and Sapphire, the Pokemon games, didn't include the Battle Frontier post-game area that was included in Pokemon Emerald way back when. So, you know what? It's technically not a change from Ruby and Sapphire because it was an Emerald thing, but
Yeah. I get it.
if these are supposed to be the definitive ways to play this gen,
Why not have that?
yeah. And from what because Emerald was on the GBA, like the Battle Frontier stuff it's not like, hey, you have to be online for this. No.
Yeah.
There was no online functionality there. It was just
No, it was you, your homie with a link, your homie and a link cable.
yeah. If that
was online.
But there was just still the whole area. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like you did. Yeah, Jesus, that's like excluding stuff is always a weird one for me.
It's always unless there's like a specific reason. Once again, you know, if it's probably we'll actually get into one here momentarily where it removed but also completely changed for the better. But yeah, that's definitely I would say that's a change. Because like I said, if you're trying to make these the definitive ways to play these games, get everything from this gen.
Yeah, like don't call something or allude to something as a definitive edition if it is not the definitive edition.
Yeah.
So,
but Cozy Bear, you're completely right there. It's silly that it's not in there, honestly. And most of it is just, hey, we didn't want to make it again. So, but that actually brings me to the one, like the big one that I have.
yeah.
That I've been thinking about here for this one. Actually, wait, no, there's one other one that was honestly in my mind when I had this idea for this topic.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how much different it is. I just remember those same people getting pissed off at the camera angles for Miranda were mad because they changed the character model a bit for one of the characters in the Silent Hill 2 remake.
Oh, yeah.
And they couldn't jerk off to her anymore or something.
You fucking neck beard mouth breathing morons. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? like it. Like, you guys complain when something changes. That's a really minor change, but it's really, in the grand scheme of things, nothing. You
Yeah.
complain that a remake is destroying your childhood when the original exists. Like, fuck, I got a box of my goddamn childhood right there, 4 fucking
Yeah.
feet from me.
Yeah.
I can play all the games that I had.
Yeah.
Like, my childhood is still there, you know?
Toy
Like,
Story 4 ruined my childhood. No, it
Yeah.
didn't. Your childhood sucked.
yeah, no.
That's why you're a
like,
piece of shit now.
Yeah, and goddamn, the guy's complaining about, like, oh, they made her less hot, or like the dudes who were like zooming in on Aloy's face and just like, she's got a beard. It's like, my brother in Christ, we are mammals. She is mammal. We are all covered in a very fine fuzz.
Yeah.
You know, like
My favorite, and by favorite I mean the dumbest thing, is when it's like specifically for Aloy. You know, it's like,
yeah,
here's what Aloy looks like, and it's just like a screen grab of her like in the middle of talking. Like,
yeah.
it's like, oh, look how ugly they made this character. It's like,
These are also the guys who were like,
yeah,
self-proclaimed incels, and it's like, my man, being an incel is a skill issue. Like,
yep.
you have nobody to blame but your fucking self, nerdo.
It's literally involuntary.
Yeah,
That's
like,
up to you, bruv.
Like, you need to figure it the fuck out, my guy.
Yeah.
Like, stop. It is not the world. This is going to sound like this is one of the most boomer things, but it's also very true. Like, the world doesn't owe you a goddamn thing. You know, like, women don't owe you, or, you know, like, somebody you're sexually attracted to does not owe you anything.
Yep.
You know, if they don't see you like that, my man, there's nothing you're going to do.
No.
That's going to change that.
And if you're not gonna be friendly towards them because they won't have sex with you, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, like, Jesus goddamn Christ. Like, I'm a nice guy. You know, not in the, I'm a nice guy, Doug. I don't know why she won't let me spit down her mouth. You know, like, I'm not that. I'm like, I keep my head down, you know, I say hi to people. It's, you know, I'm just friendly. You know, friendly, gregarious, just like, oh, he's the guy who says hi. You know? But there's still, like, I'll be I'll be on, like, one of my walks during the day, and, you know, a lady will get further over on the sidewalk when she sees me coming. And it's just like, yep, that is not a reflection on me. That is a reflection on
Men.
the interactions she's had with a bunch of dickhead dudes.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So, that's, yeah, so it's like, fucking A, guys. You're the problem, and you are the cause of and solution to your own fucking problem.
Yep. You're making your own problems by being a piece of shit.
If you want,
Quit being
if you need help,
a twat.
if you need help, you send me a check for $10,000, and once that bitch clears, I'll yell at you for 2 days. We'll get your fucking head right.
We'll waterboard you and yell at you about how you're not a man, because that's just something you can do now. But it'll just be like the two of us, and if you're like, oh, that's too much, we're like, hey, no, you're fine. Yeah, we're good. How are you? And we'll talk about your feelings, and we'll make you open up.
Yeah, we'll, you know, make you feel comfortable, like, expressing yourself and how you truly feel, and we'll dig down. We'll help you out.
Yeah. Because believe it or not, if you're a guy, you're allowed to have feelings.
Yeah, feel the fucking feelings.
Yeah.
Jesus goddamn Christ.
Cry. Oh my God.
Let it out.
I had such a actually no, it wasn't a good one. It was a fucking very traumatizing cry at Riot Fest during Green Day.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm not gonna. No, this is coming out, and I'm doing it now.
No.
I'm feeling right now. Let's do this.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Like, guys, you gotta let it out. You know. Like, this isn't the 50s. You know, you don't just swallow your emotions and then 30 years later punch a framed picture of your family.
Yeah.
You know, like, shit. And if your boys don't want to talk about it, if they don't want to open up, you know, if they're just doing like real toxic shit and not wanting to address how they feel. Exactly.
Yeah.
World's full of them. Hell, we're out there.
Yeah. Get off of 4chan. Go to 2chan. Actually, I don't think that's a thing.
No.
Don't go to 8chan, though. I'm pretty sure that's the super racist one.
That's the real bad one. But yeah, shit. Like, man, guys, Help is out there.
Yeah. This took a turn, but this is all staying in here.
Good.
Yeah, it is.
Fucking, this is where I'm at in the day.
Yeah. No, 100%.
My-
100%.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad message to send.
No, no, it is
guys-
not. It is very off topic, but it's
No,
very
it's
good.
it's not actually, because it
Oh, yeah.
stems from these dumbasses
Oh, yeah,
who
these
are mad
fucking-
that they made the tits smaller, they don't bounce as much, or
Yeah.
I can't look at Miranda's ass in the same way.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah, man, like, guys, you can offer critiques, but saying that something is ruined, like, that is a very, like, that is a very big thing to say. And here's the problem. Just because you yell the loudest doesn't make you the rightest. You know?
There we go.
And just
That's
because
the-
you have 20
that's the
people,
quote.
yeah. If you got 20 people agreeing with you on something that has sold millions of copies, man, I hate to be the bearer of bad fucking news.
Yeah.
The old analogy, if you think everybody's an asshole, guess what? You're probably the asshole.
Yeah. Also, Aloy is hot.
That is the Horizon games. Those are something I would like if I had more time. You know, it's one of those. God, if there was, man, if I hit that $1 billion Powerball, this would be a very different looking podcast.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ!
It'd be that would be just a gold Vault Boy face.
Yeah.
Pure
Yeah.
solid gold. No reason.
We'd still be-
just yeah.
We could still be coming to you live from Discord.
Oh,
but-
100%. No.
Oh yeah, no, but yeah, no, it's just one of those. It's like, I see that it's good. I recognize that people I trust their opinions on things. They say it's good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're
Fucking
right
love
there,
the
buddy.
Horizon games. I do. I really do.
Yeah. So it's one of those, just like, it is not at the top of my priority list as far as playing games goes.
Yep.
You know, but it's one of those, like, man, if I had nothing to do but, like, wake up, I don't know, read one of those weird pink newspapers you see people at the airport reading sometimes.
They're business people
Yeah, exactly. You know,
doing business.
we got different headlines of what they got in them papers. You know, but they've got little things in there, just like, oh yeah, when some dumbass comes up to you and says, hey, what about that rabbit you're in the paper, huh? You'd be like, yes, some rabbit. You know, they give you things to push us away, us the common unwashed folk. Yeah, if I just had if I had nothing to do, like if I didn't have to worry about money coming in, yeah, I would play the shit out of those games.
100%. If I had nothing to do but money coming in, you know, I think at this point I'd be finished with the Yakuza games,
Yeah.
as opposed
Oh,
to
yeah.
just being on my third one for the year. Yeah, third.
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, that's a different that's a different topic for a different day.
Oh
I
my
like
god,
it.
trust me, we're doing an Oops All Yakuza at some point. Oops All Like a Dragon. Once again, or not gonna
Yeah.
put Yakuza in the title. That's a
You know, we're gonna get some calls from some people.
Yeah.
But no, I meant the, like, what games would you play? Like, what would you finally get to if you had?
if you had all the time in the world. Yeah. Let us know down in the
Exactly.
comments, and maybe we'll bring it up next
Yeah.
week. Because if you had all the time in the world, you're good on money, you got
Yep.
nothing else you're worrying about, and you're just like, you know what? With all the time in the world, I just want to play this game or this series that I've been putting off. What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
for Mike, it's all the Kingdom Hearts games, all of them, all 13
Mm-hmm.
to 14. I can't remember how many I counted.
Somewhere between 7 and 93,
Yes, for me,
conservatively.
at this point, for me, the Yakuza games,
We go.
that whole
Yeah,
series,
so let
I
us-
have
yeah.
now played.
Let us know what you would play, and then I'm just curious, like, to know what would be your dream setup for playing these games. So drop that in the comments too.
I think I've done 5 Yakuza games.
Huh.
Yakuza Like a Dragon, which was the first one that I played. That was the first one with Ichiban. That was the turn-based one. I played a bit of Ishin, but I didn't finish it, so I'm not counting that. Yakuza, The Man Who Erased His Name, which is the story between Like a Dragon and Yakuza Infinite Wealth. These two, Like a Dragon and Infinite Wealth, are the turn-based. Everything else is just the OG Yakuza beat 'em up. So, Man Who Erased His Name. Yakuza 0, which is the last one that I finished. And Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, which came out earlier this year. I finished that one. And now I'm currently playing Yakuza Kiwami, which is the remake of Yakuza 1. Yes. And then I'll play Kiwami 2, and hopefully I'll be done with those by February when Yakuza Kiwami 3 comes out. And Yakuza Dark comes. That was actually going to be last week's episode.
Yeah.
Was talking about, like, the Yakuza stuff. But then Bethesda went and released all this info on Burning Springs, and I just went into a 76 mood.
Man, you can see how... you can see the guest bed in the background. Turn that light away.
I've been able to see that the entire time.
Yeah, I know. Like, depending on how I'm sitting, like, you can kind of see, like... There's all this stuff. Here's... maybe a flag that's going up in the background. I don't know. Playing it by ear. We're seeing what's happening. Yeah, it's just weird. Laundry. Never ending. Never fucking ending.
That one. Or...
ooh. Goddamn. I'll take that. Goddamn, I need to get one.
Yeah, this one's for you.
Oh, hell yeah.
I didn't know you were going to be there Sunday.
Oh, yeah?
And because if I did, I would have brought this and this little keychain that I got for you back when I went to Vegas for Mania.
Hell yeah.
Oh, speaking of, once again off topic, we'll probably leave this in because it's very short.
Yeah.
So WrestleMania 41 was in Vegas this year. Okay. WrestleMania 42 was supposed to be in New Orleans.
Oh,
and then they changed it, and they said, 42 is going to be in Vegas again. The same thing at Allegiant Stadium. It's like, okay, cool. Maybe I'll go to that. All right.
Yeah.
And then they announced WrestleMania 43. I don't know if you saw this. Is going to be in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia in 2027.
Jesus Christ, just letting them sports wash the hell out of everything.
Sports wash everything, baby. You know?
Just, need I remind you that, that it was the Saudi royal family who okayed the chainsawing of that journalist.
Jamal Khashoggi, I believe. Yeah.
Jamal Khashoggi. Yeah, that was... yeah, so just, they're throwing WrestleMania, they're throwing F1 races, all of these things. They're trying to get... yeah, they're trying, like live golf or whatever. Yeah. Just to get you to not notice that that they are doing awful things, and that they have done awful things fairly recently.
Motherfucker, why are you talking about?
What?
I'm listening to you, and I have Snowbike Mike's stream up here, and I'm looking at the chat, and I'm seeing, I think Utah Hockey Club is better, but probably wouldn't sell as much merch. And on scoreboards, it would be like Leafs versus Hockey Club. Why are you talking about my hockey team?
Yeah,
and chat.
It would just be Utah. Like
it'd be UTA.
Or
UHC.
Like that's how. Yeah, like it wouldn't just say club. This isn't fucking like Madden or NHL like 23, dude. Like, come on.
A lot of this is staying in. Some might get cut out. Maybe this little bit about Utah Hockey Club. But if you were not aware of our political leanings until now, you're probably fucking aware.
You had no fucking idea where we were.
And you'll be much more aware in a few episodes from now.
God, you're gonna be really aware
yet, but Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, that's gonna be a fun one for us all.
Yeah.
Man, if you had no idea where I was at, just wait till my stream on Monday.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, the reason I brought up
It's
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Wait, what are
It's
you doing? What,
Indigenous
did you say
Peoples Day.
Digimon?
Indigenous Peoples Day is on Monday.
Oh, I thought you were going to play Digimon.
So that means
But still, yeah,
No.
Indigenous Peoples Day.
Digimon.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So I gotta make some artwork and get real antagonistic with random conservative dickheads who didn't give a shit about what I was doing yesterday.
Yep.
Yep.
But no, the reason that I brought up
Yeah.
Mania specifically, I don't know why I brought it up, but the Mania next year is in Vegas, and the year after is in Saudi Arabia. And I read something that was like, oh, I guess I'm not going next year. That like the owners and everything, and like all the companies and like businesses in Vegas, and specifically the hotels, are essentially going to be like, you know what, we can charge whatever the fuck we want because the year after there's no WrestleMania in America.
Yeah,
So this is going to be, unless you want to go to fucking Saudi Arabia, this is going to be your last time to go to WrestleMania for 2 years.
Yep. So they're just gouging the fuck out of everybody.
Yep. But yeah, I haven't even looked at fucking hotels or anything once they did the date. Yeah.
Dude, I hate trying to look up prices for Vegas.
Oh my god. Well, this year, I booked a hotel. 6-7 months in advance. Once they had the dates for WrestleMania 41, I booked a hotel. On a site that I use called Agoda.
Yeah.
Great site. That lets you book without, you don't pay until you actually check in. But you can book the dates, and it's like there. So I booked a hotel the day that they announced the dates in Vegas, just in case. I'm like, you know what? Maybe if some other friends show up, we'll room together. We'll get something else. But for now, let me book something close to Allegiant.
Yeah.
And then as it got closer, I still had the thing booked. And maybe a month and a half out, I just went online at the same site and looked, and I was like, okay, I'm seeing that some people are saying that hotels might be cheaper now. And I found a hotel that was cheaper and closer.
Hell yeah.
So I canceled the booking that I had before that I didn't pay for yet. Just canceled it, and then did this new one. And I had I paid for it up front, so I was able to just like, hey, here's a few $100 for a fucking week in a Vegas hotel in a casino, obviously. That's within walking distance of the stadium. So,
yeah, hell yeah.
And then I bought my WrestleMania tickets the day of, sitting in the parking lot of Allegiant Stadium each day.
Amazing.
All right, so God, that was a tangent.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. We're at the point where we just start landing this plane.
No, I still have a big one here.
Okay, hit me with it,
There's
Daddy.
there's a good chance this might be I might edit this earlier in. And then the other thing is just the end. Us talking about our politics, really.
Just
Trump
fuck
28.
with the timeline.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding, obviously. God, he's a piece of shit. He's a fucking piece of shit. So, Persona 3 Reload. That came out last year, right? Is that this year? That was last year.
It was last. Yeah.
It's 24. So we got Reload, and then we got Metaphor in the same year. But Persona 3 Reload, for me, is the perfect example of doing a remake, making it better, like more fun, more I guess easier to play, a lot of quality of life updates in Persona 3 Reload, and addressing some issues from the original. Okay. We'll go over just kind of a few of the smaller things here. So in Persona 3 Reload, they removed, in the original Persona 3 and in Fez, I don't think it's actually there in Portable. I could be wrong, but I don't remember it in Portable. But there was a fatigue system in Tartarus, which is kind of the main dungeon that you run through in Persona 3.
Oh, God.
There was a fatigue system. So after a certain amount of time, the characters that you're running with, like your team, are like, oh my God, I'm so tired, we have to leave, and it would kick you out. They removed that So for me, that was perfect because in Persona 3 Reload and like Persona 5 and Persona 4, you go into these dungeons. I like to run the dungeon in a day, as
Yeah.
not as quickly as possible, but just like, hey, this is what we're doing right now is running this dungeon until we get to the end, and then we can
Yeah.
do everything else in the real world in between. So for me, that was really nice. They also obviously it was an updated engine, and it was pretty much the Persona 5 engine. So everything just ran smoother. You were able to just do it just felt it feels perfect for me at least. Persona 3 Reload looks beautiful. You're able to do more things. You're able to kind of run, and they added all of these new. They're not confidants or social links. They are just kind of stories that you can do. Because in the original Persona 3, you played as a male main character. And the social links, the only social links that you had were with the female, the characters of the opposite sex, and except for a couple of them, because like the old couple at the bookstore, no. But for the most part, they all ended in you romancing the other character. So you're just like by the end of it, you're making out with your female teammates and like classmates and teacher.
It's just getting weird.
Yeah. So in this game, they didn't add new full-on social links for your other male characters in the game, but they added I forget the term. It's similar. It's like you go and you're hanging out with Junpei, and you have a new scene with Junpei for you two to kind of bond a little bit. Just if you want to do, you don't have to do it, but it's like, hey, you want to hang out and let's do it. And there's new things added, which I absolutely loved. I love doing all of them. They're great. In the in the battle, like in Tartarus, they added this thing called the Great Clock mechanic, which rarely and randomly in Tartarus, you will go through these things called monad doors, which just bring you to lower areas in the dungeon with like high level enemies and stuff like that get you some really cool loot.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you go through the monad doors, it then unlocks a great clock that pops up on the level of Tartarus. That's a lot of, deep in the woods shit. But the great clock allows you to level up characters that you don't use, which is super nice. So like you'll get the great clock, and let's say I'm running with Junpei and Akihiko, and Yukari, and let's say I'm running with those three, okay, and that's we're leveling up. The other people in my party or that could be my party aren't getting levels, so I get this great clock. I am level 50, and then Mitsaru is level 40 or 35. Okay, because I just don't use her. Go to the Great Clock, and you select up to 2 people. So you select her, select Koromaru, the dog or something, or Ken, the little kid. And then you are kicked back out to the main room of Tartarus, like the very first room where you can change your party. And then those characters are like, I feel like a surge of energy. Next time you go out, can you bring me? And you can change your party then. So you grab those 2 characters, Ken, Koromaru, all that stuff.
Whoever.
You do a quick battle, and then the characters that you chose at the Great Clock get up to just 13 levels.
Damn.
So if I'm level 50 and Ken is level 45, he will go up to level 50. So he'll match whatever I have. If I'm 50 and he's 23, he'll go up to 13 levels.
So we'll go up to like 36.
Yes. After one, you go, like, it's like, these are the 2 characters that I picked. I go to the very first floor of Tartarus where I just go into a battle, one-hit kill this one enemy, 13 levels, up to 13 levels. Which is super nice. It's very rare, and as far as I'm aware, there's no way to actually just, like, straight up trigger it.
It is just random dice roll.
Yes, but it is so nice because there's some characters that that I didn't really like to use until a certain point in the game, because then as they level, they unlock new abilities and new moves, and it's like this shit is useful. The shit you had here,
Yeah.
no, not so much.
Yeah, it's like gotta put some levels into this.
And it definitely cut down
God.
on the grind of having to run through all these areas
God.
with every character, and like, oh,
Only
go back and
imagine,
switch
yeah.
my character and do this.
Yeah. Just fucking.
Another thing, in the DLC that they added, which they added DLC to Persona 3 Reload, which was a remake of the Persona 3 Fez content. So there's Persona 3 coming on the PS2, Persona 3 FES Fez, which is essentially the Persona 5 Royal to Persona 3. You know, it's like, hey, here's the full game, and then there's some extra content. But in Fez, they added this thing called The Answer, which is a post-game storyline where you play as one of the characters in the game, Aigis. And I'm not going to get into the storyline details, but it is now part of Persona 3 Reload, where they added DLC called Episode Aigis, which is just a remake of The Answer. And in Persona 3 Fez, one of the biggest annoyances of that, at least for me when I played it, was the lack of a Persona compendium. So in Persona 3, 4, 5, you know, and those are my touchstones for Persona. In the Velvet Room, you have access to a Persona compendium, which essentially every time you unlock a new Persona for your main character, that goes into a compendium, and then like just into a list of shit that you've unlocked. And then if you want to then get one of those personas back, you can spend money in-game to bring those, you know, into your party. So it's super handy later on, especially when you're trying to merge personas to unlock new ones. And it's like, okay, I need fucking King Frost, and I need there's a persona called Satan, you know. But it's like, I need these two to merge together to make this third one, but I don't have them right now. I could spend money to get these two, unlock them, put them into my party, and then I can do this. So the Persona Compendium, very handy. In the original Answer on Persona 3 Fez, Aigis did not have access to that. So if you got rid of a persona for any reason, the only way that you could get it back was with the what's called shuffle time. So after some fights, not every single one, you get shuffle time, which just lays out a series of cards, and the cards can give you like buffs for your time in Tartarus at that point, or sometimes they're just like personas. So like the cards will shuffle and it'll pop up, and you can choose. In Reload, you actually see what they are and you choose it. In Fez or in Persona 3, it was random. But in Reload, you can see, okay, this one will unlock this persona for me to use. You know, this one, for the rest of the time that I'm in Tartarus right now, I will get extra XP for every fight. This one for this. This one will heal my people right now. All this stuff. So you can choose one of those. In the original Answer, in Fez, the only way that Aigis could get new personas in her party was during that shuffle time. So if you're like, I want this specific one, you have to do a battle and hope that pops up in shuffle time. And if it doesn't, you do the next one. Boom, 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 boom. So in Reload, in that DLC called Episode Aigis of The Answer, the remake of The Answer, they added the ability for Aigis to now use that Persona Compendium. And it's the compendium you can do it separately, but you can bring the compendium that you had from the Persona 3 Reload main game and then have access to that as Aigis. So for me, story mode, hey, I don't need a challenge. I brought my compendium from Reload, which it was 100%, and everything was like maxed out, everything that I actually used. So then when I'm Aigis, I can go in there, I've got money, I can get a level 99, you know, Satanael, which actually I don't even know if that was in Reload, but, you know, whatever. And then just kind of, you know, go through the story. But that was a very nice change that they did, at least for me in Answer. But in Persona 3 Reload, one thing that they didn't add, which a lot of people are like, this is why it's not the definitive version of Persona 3, is there's Persona 3, PS2, Persona 3 Fez, PS2, and then Persona 3 Portable, which was either, I think it's PSP. It was PSP, not Vita. It was PSP. Yeah. Okay. In Persona 3 Portable, the gameplay itself, a lot of it outside of Tartarus, pretty much all the gameplay changed. It was like a visual novel.
Yeah.
You're moving a cursor. You're not actually moving your character in real time. You're moving a cursor, clicking on things, and you're talking to people. Go ahead.
Yeah. I remember you telling when we did our like Oops All Persona episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in Persona 3 Portable, they didn't have the answer, so they didn't have that DLC. But what they did have is at the beginning of the game, you had the ability to choose either the male main character from Persona 3 and Persona 3 Fez, or a female main character. And for the most part, the game is the same, because it's just the story. But for the female character, there were some different social links, including now you had like male social links, and then a couple of different swapped out characters that, it's pretty much like, oh, the male character has this, or it's like the male character has this one social link of this athlete dude. The female, she's not going to be an athlete, so she has this one of this girl who's unpopular or something. You know what I mean? But you had the ability to be either a male or female main character, which was great. It changed the UI. If you were the male, it was all blue. If you were the female, it was all pink. Whatever. Some differences in differences in personality almost. The female characters seem to be a little bit more assertive, but for the most part, 90% of it, same exact thing, just pink. But in Persona 3 Reload, they didn't add the female character.
Yeah, you're just the male protagonist.
Yeah, because they were like, oh, it would have been too much work for us to do it. We had to redo most of the game. It's like, okay, then we didn't ask you to remake Persona 3. Like,
we didn't. You chose to do this.
You chose to. You could have not like. You could have made it come out till 2027. And make it the definitive version with everything. But whatever.
You could have made that game about the sassy robot. But no, here you are making a remake of Persona 3.
There we go. But yeah, that's the thing that Persona 3 Reload, even though it's not a remake of Persona 3 Portable, it's, I think, kind of that thing that Cozy Bear was talking about with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where it's like, this wasn't in the original, but this is part of the experience. You should have...
Yeah, well, you should have thrown that in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one of the biggest thing, the main reason that I'm talking about Persona 3 Reload, other than the fact that I'm a Persona sicko, is there's a very... We'll watch a clip here. Not good. Not fun scene in the original Persona 3. That was changed a little bit in Persona 3 Portable, and changed completely, and in my opinion, changed for the better.
For the better.
In Reload. So as you can see here on the screen, I just switched it. This is Persona 3, or the original Persona 3 gameplay. This is Master LL, and this is posted 18 years ago, so I don't even know if they're here anymore. But thank you, Master Double L.
Appreciate it.
So in this part of the game,
Operation Babe Hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this part of the game is where you first meet Aigis. Okay. You are on vacation because you're on a holiday time at school. So you're on vacation at a beach that one of the characters, one of your teammate, Mitsaru, like, her family is fucking rich as shit. So her dad's like, oh, come out to our fucking headquarters at the beach and bring all your friends. So that's a storyline of why we're here. So you were at the beach with your friends on vacation, and Junpei is like, oh, there's so many hot girls here. We got to go and we got to talk to all of them. We got to hook up with somebody. So that's the Operation Babe Hunt. Okay. It's horny high school kids, and they're talking to hot girls on the beach.
Tale
most
as old as
part-
time.
Tale as old as time. It's fine.
Yep.
So you see all these girls on a couple of days, and you talk to them, and you just everybody, none of them want you. You know, they're just like, you're a high school kid, get the fuck away from here.
Yeah.
And then you get to this woman here, and there's you can't see my cursor on the podcast, but I'm circling. There's from left to right, it's Akihiko, the main character, Junpei, and then Beautiful Lady is what she's called in the game. Okay, so you get to Beautiful Lady.
Mm-hmm.
And you talk to her. Yeah, so let's see here.
So this lady's committing a crime.
Let me where are we at here? I think this might just be Beautiful Lady. Okay, so she's sitting here on a thing.
Yeah.
She's all alone, huh? Well, what are we waiting for?
All right, perverts, go get them.
So once again, they have been trying to hit on every girl at this beach. Yep, and she's noticed.
So they find this desperate cougar.
You consider any alternative approaches? Tried to be heroes, but ended up zeros. Yep.
Damn, that's what you get,
Junpei,
Junpei.
aced effective. That's so stupid. It's funny. Beautiful Lady.
Thanks.
And Beautiful Lady is in Persona 3 Portable.
Mm-hmm.
And just really quick pausing this. Because Portable is like a visual novel, she's got like a bust drawing from here to here, you know, so it's like, you know, she's so they you know, see her. You get to see more of what she looks like as opposed to this.
Yeah.
You boys have no balls.
Well, damn. Savage.
Don't be shy, embrace the unknown. Be open to the possible.
Oh,
Especially you,
this
you
is
cute young thing. Me? Like, essentially, like Junpei right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. That's what they have for her as well.
Mm.
But even more timid.
Oh no!
So
I don't
she's
like
essentially
where this
just
is going.
like she's running down the characters.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
being like, "Hey, this is why you're failing." To be honest, kind of helpful. Could
Yeah.
treat a lady better. I'm in, but I don't know if I can handle all three of you. So
Oh.
who will it be? And then you choose kind of one character to essentially take the reins here.
Go get him, Junpei.
Yep. Go ahead, Stupe. Ace effective. I'll show you that I've got balls.
Oh,
Sure, we'll
my.
have fun. Hey, yeah, here we go. Pay attention.
Wait.
bud. Yep.
What? Oh. Ah. Beautiful lady, question mark. Oh no, that's problematic as all hell.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Nope. Nope. Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wild. That's crazy
So,
work.
That's Persona 3.
Mm-hmm.
In Persona 3 Reload, same interaction
Uh-huh.
with Beautiful Lady. The only difference is, and actually, you know what? I'm gonna, because it's in my history, because I did find it here. And I'm just gonna cut to that bit.
Yeah.
So this is Persona 3 Portable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see here. Same thing. You know, you talk to her, and she's like, I can't handle all three of you. And you select Akihiko. And in this one, this is Puddin.
Puddin?
Or Puddin, but Puddin, I think.
Yeah.
Selects Akihiko. Hey, you go talk to her. Or me. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Hey, she means me. So this is portable. This is the one that came in on the PS Vita. Or the PSP. Very same. There's something that's been bothering me for a while. Akihiko. Yes, what is it? Pretty lady now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And
then this can't be happening. Maybe it was too early. And then, hit me up if you want. When you're ready to have your horizons broadened.
Okay.
And then, so that is portable. So same idea.
Yeah.
Not as super transphobic, but still transphobic.
Yeah, like still not great, but a better grade of lousy.
Pretty lady? No, that's trans woman or woman. Go fuck yourself.
Kiss my ass, J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, J.K. They K rolling. Am I right?
There it is.
That was an SNL thing the other night. So Dobby had a shirt that said "They K Rolling" and it had a picture of J.K. Rowling with blue hair.
Hell yeah!
And then Colin Jost. This is on Weekend Update. Bo and Yang was Dobby talking about how J.K. Rowling is great and she's my master and she's perfect. And then he holds up this shirt. It was like, and somebody gave her this shirt that said "They K Rowling" with this picture, and then she threw it at me and she gave it to me. And then Colin Jost, one of the other hosts, is like, Dobby, I've read all the Harry Potter books. Your master gave you a piece of clothing. You're free. But, so, that's Operation Babe Hunt in Persona 3 and Persona 3 Portable. In Reload, I was very curious
to see what that interaction went.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The interaction is still there.
Okay.
With this beautiful woman on the beach. And you talk to her, and now, instead of, being a transgender woman, she is a biological woman, I guess, is how they're putting this. And instead of, oh, you should broaden your horizons with me, it's, oh, I'm in a cult, and I'm crazy. And if you want to join me and
you gotta
travel the cosmos, let's buy a thing from me. And she's like hitting on these boys, and then she's like, yeah, and let's go hang out in my spaceship
amazing.
That I have.
Yeah.
And it's if you look at it in a sense of, oh, we're switching out this woman being transgender for she's just crazy, that obviously can be that's not kosher.
Cool.
But it's like, you know what, this is an interaction that these characters have on the beach, because right after this is when you first see Aigis, and you're introduced to her as a character, and like that's a major plot point, obviously, is meeting Aigis and seeing her. And yeah, so I think that update, great.
Yeah,
we don't. It's why.
Yeah, that.
You know what I mean. But that gives me some hope for what is, I fucking can't remember. Revival. Oh, that's what it is. So this is the trailer here. It's on screen. I'm just gonna get fucking looped for Persona 4 Revival. This is a full remake in the vein of Persona 3 Reload of Persona 4.
Okay.
And Persona 4 does not have a great track record. when it comes to that. When it comes to anything
Yeah.
LGBTQ plus related. Okay, there's a bit of gay panic.
Of course.
With one of the characters, with most of the characters, but because of one of the characters, there is some content that could be seen as transphobic, depending on and correct me if I'm wrong, and if other people feel a different way, 1000% valid. Okay, there is there definitely is some transphobic shit in there. That's not for debate.
Yeah.
But there is a character in Persona 4. Her name is Naoto. She is a mysterious character at first. She's a student. And when you first meet her, she is Naoto, the boy detective. And, she goes to the school with you. She's wearing a boy's outfit as opposed to, the female outfit and everything. And everybody's just like, oh yeah, this dude's Naoto. He's the detective who is here to help us with whatever the fuck is happening. But he's a school-age kid, so he's with us. Sorry, spoilers. Naoto is she's female. And one of the big dungeons in Persona 4 is her dungeon and has to do with her. I don't know if I want to say identity crisis, because for me, the way that I read the character, that is not the case. Because to me, and sorry, going on another tangent here, but the way that I read the character of Naoto is she is presenting as a male, and she's introducing herself as a male, because she wants to be taken seriously as a detective, and she's super young. Okay. So she's like, "Oh, I'm already, a teenager, so they're not going to take me seriously." And in her mind, she's like, "If I'm a teenage girl, they're just going to laugh me out of the building. No. But if I'm the boy detective and the boy genius, okay,
yeah, then okay,
they'll take me more seriously. So I'm going to, I'm going to present myself as this." So in my mind, and once again, this is the way that I read it. If you're watching, if you're listening, if you read this differently, please, oh my God, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear. That is not a sarcastic thing. I would love it. But to me, it didn't feel like she is a transgender character, and she has like dysphoria or anything. And she's like, I'm actually male. No. It is, this is who I am, but I want to be taken seriously in this role. And in my mind, this is how I'm taken seriously. So that is a major plot point for Naoto in the game.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how they handle that. And whether or not they change it, or whether or not maybe they make it more, they clarify it more that no, this is, she's not transgender. She is just, she thinks this is how she has to live her life. When she, obviously doesn't. Because she's actually an incredible detective. And when you get to her, and I'm gonna use the word palace, it's not the term in Persona 4, but I'm going to get to the term palace. When you get to her palace and like the end of it, she is like, oh yeah, I get what's going on here, where almost every other character is like, oh my God, why is it this? She's just like, oh yeah, no, I get it. Because of this and this and this and this, it leads up to this. This is what, oh hey, you're here now. Help me. You know what I mean? She's just like incredible. One of the great characters in the game. But there's another character, Kanji, who is that storyline, it has to be updated for sure.
Yeah.
And that his palace, because he's a character, he's a student. I think he's a year older. He's just fucking taller.
Yeah.
And the way that they play it in the story is that he is a gay man, but cannot accept that he's a gay man.
That.
You know?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, slight spoilers for kind of early on in Persona 4. Specifically when it comes to he has interactions with Naoto, who when they meet, he thinks Naoto is a boy, and Naoto's like, "Oh, I think I'm looking into this thing, and I think that you might have something to do with it, or you might have information that I could use. So I'd like to meet up with you to talk." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then like you kind of see you're spying on him, and he has this kind of like this real. He's like, "Oh my god, oh, he wants to meet up with me. Oh, I wonder. Oh wow, what is this gonna be? You know?" And you're like, "Oh, I mean, that's not what you're thinking, because he's a detective, but still, yeah, fuck yeah, dude." And then you go to his palace, and it is, oh my god,
hella problematic.
Yes. Yes.
Love it.
So yeah, Persona 4 Revival. I'm very curious to see how they make changes, if they make changes, or if it's going to be, because at the same time you could do the whole like, hey, this was made at this time when the world was different. You know what I mean? And we're just redoing the same thing.
Yeah, but that's also kind of a real lazy card to play too. Like, this isn't some like long-standing piece of media. Like, this isn't some like foundational core thing. This is Persona 4. Like, it means a lot to a lot of people, but also, man, it did not necessarily move the world forward like some problematic people and pieces of media have. Yeah. This is something, you can update the story. You can make it not problematic. It's not that big of a deal.
And you can update it to make it not problematic without changing the core of the story. I mean, Kanji's palace might have to actually be changed quite a bit to be because slight spoilers for Persona 4 for one of your main cast members. The palaces are kind of based on each character's what they think is their worst personality traits and what they're ashamed of, really. And Kanji's entire palace is a sauna full of dudes, and his like kind of the trumped up version of him that he sees there is this ultra effeminate guy who is like just what's gonna happen here, like a very very stereotypical effeminate gay man. And then his characters reacted to this like, oh, I don't know why this is happening. Oh, I'm a dude. Blah. You know what I mean? So that's a very fine line for them to be on. But I'm very curious to see what they do with it.
Yeah, that's gonna be,
But that is in the future, and that is our talk about remakes. If you have any other that we missed, which we definitely fucking missed some, there's a shitload of remakes all the goddamn time. Hit us in the titties down in the comments. Let us know.
Now let us know that. Let us know what games you'd get to if you had nothing but time and all of the money.
Yes. If you had all the time in the world, you didn't have to worry about money, and you just you wanted to tackle your backlog. What is the priority in your backlog? Is it a whole series? Is it just one game?
Or is there just something? Or is there just something that you've been meaning to get to? You've been putting off. It's not a priority. It keeps getting like shuffled down the order. Let us know.
Yeah. If you had all the time in the world, didn't have to worry about money, let us know. Hit us in the titties. Mikey?
Streaming Monday, more Cyberpunk, just doing random ass shit. if you're listening to this on the day you hear it, and you're going to be at the Pup concert, I'll be there. So,
Was
know,
it tonight as this is going up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yep. Another week, another school night concert for me. It's gonna be a rough Friday.
Bro, I think
but
I'm
at least
done
it's Friday.
with concerts for the year.
You.
I mean, I might go. Slowburn has some shows.
Oh yeah,
the next couple months,
I mean,
some weekend stuff. So I might hit up.
But yeah,
those.
that's weekend stuff's fine. But yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where you can find me. Yeah, prepare for some fun facts about Christopher Columbus and colonialism.
He was a rapist.
Yeah, love that guy who was just like, we were playing a violent video game. It's like, yes, I'm doing pretend violence. He did very real violence.
He did real violence. Yeah.
He did. Yeah, and he set the stage for just the fucking up of the Western continent, of the Western Hemisphere, by Western Europe. Hoo boy. But hey, all that on Monday as I'm playing Cyberpunk. So
On Indigenous Peoples Day.
damn fucking straight. Robert, what about you?
We'll see. I might be streaming tonight as this goes up if, and it's a very big if, probably won't happen. If I get to level 50 on my PC character, I'm going to be streaming the Burning Springs DLC. But when I hit 50, I will be streaming the Burning Springs DLC in the Fallout 76 PTS on Steam. And that will be on my Twitch channel, Mr_Hawks22, and on, more importantly, this youtube.com/@StoryModersPod. On this channel that you're watching this on right now, I will be going live, and we're gonna try to if he wants to, he might not want to. I don't know. We're gonna try to get Mike set up to also go live on YouTube as the same time as his Twitch.
Oh, I mean, I know how to do it. I used to do it. It's just, it's a bit,
It's the I have to log in and shit because it's like
Yeah.
under my fucking
it's a goddamn thing. So, but whatever, we'll get there.
So next week, like I said, we will be joined by Cozy Bear. The incredible Cozy Bear, the fucking one of the greatest voices I've ever goddamn heard.
Amazing.
He calls into the kind of funny happy hours every month with like a different fucking full on game. Anytime he joins us, he typically has a game, like a trivia thing.
Yeah.
This last month on the kind of funny happy hour, he calls in and he's like, "Hey, Barrett, go to this link on itch.io," and he made like a whole goddamn Cozy Pretty, like a Jeopardy thing. It's like, oh, you want this this thing for 200? Click on it, boom. Like, fucking, come on, man.
Yeah.
Too talented, and you're beautiful. But Cozy Bear next week to talk about Metroid Prime. Week after that, not planned. The week after that, really fun one.
It'll be a great
really
one.
Fun one. Not going to tell you what it is just
love
yet.
It. Oh boy.
Hopefully Mike's going to be there. We'll see. And we'll see you all next week.
I'll be there. All right.